Lesson 59 is about adding mixed numbers. And the first problem that we have today says to add. We have 2 1/2 plus 1 1/6. Now in order to add mixed numbers, we're going to follow that three-step process that we saw a couple lessons ago. The first step was to write shape. The second step was to operate. And the third step that we had was to simplify. So, if we want to go through and use this process of shape, operate, simplify with this problem, first we're going to have to go ahead and look at how we can get the same denominators within our fractions. So, 2 1/2 plus 1 1/6. We want the right shape. That's step 1. If we want to do that, we're going to have to say 1/2 and 1/6. What is the least common multiple of 2 and 6? We can go ahead and skip count to begin. We've got 2, 4, 6, we've got 6, 12. Well, we could stop already because we know 6 is going to be our least common multiple. So when we find the right shape, we're going to have 2 and something out of 6 plus 1 and something out of 6. If we go ahead and we look at what our new numerators are going to be, well, we say 1/2 times some fraction equal to 1 is equal to something out of 6. We know 2 times 3 is 6, so 3/3 is our fraction equivalent to 1. 1 times 3 is 3, and we have 3/6. Now this problem is nice because we have 1 and 1/6, so that just stays the same. Now, step 2, operate. If we want to operate with this problem, we're going to have 2 plus 1. That's our whole part. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Then we have 3/6 plus 1/6. That must give us 4/6. Okay? In step 3, of course, step 3 is to simplify. And we know that 3 and 4/6, 3 and 4/6, we're going to have to divide our fraction by 2 over 2. So we're going to get an answer of 3. Half of 4 is 2. Half of 6 is 3. So we get an answer of 3 2/3. And we've completed our problem with that three-step process of shape, operate, and simplify. That will work anytime we add mixed numbers. Let's go ahead and look at our next example. We have 1 1/2 plus 2 2/3. So let's begin with step 1. We're going to find the right shape. So we're going to skip count with 2's. We're finding our least common multiple of 2 and 3. We started with 2, 4, 6, and 8. We could keep going, but we don't have to because we know that 3 is 3, 6, we're there already. We found our least common multiple of 2 and 3 at 6. So we're going to get 1 and something out of 6 plus 2 and something out of 6. For 1 and something out of 6, well, we know 1/2. 1/2 times some fraction equal to 1 is equal to something out of 6. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. So we get 3/6. Maybe you're getting the hang of this already and you can fill these in when we write our equivalent fractions without having to do this part. But in your notes, please still show this step. Now, 2/3. 2/3 times some fraction equal to 1 is equal to something out of 6. Because remember, we want it out of 6 now. 3 times 2 is 6. So our fraction equivalent to 1 is 2 over 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So we get 4/6. We're all done with step 1. Now we can move on to step 2. Step 2 is to actually do the addition. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Our denominator always stays the same as 6. We can fill that in next. And 3 plus 4 is 7. We're done with step 2. Step 3, simplify. Well, we have 3 and 7/6. Now we know 7/6 is the same thing as 1 and 1/6. So this is equal to 3 plus 1 and 1/6. We can say 3 plus 1 is 4. So we get 4 and 1/6. And we've got our final answer. We've completed this problem with our three-step process: shape, operate, simplify. Our lesson practice will be on page 315. Make sure you've got your notes completed, and I'll see you during our next class.